So I've started doing the repairs on this right hand dog leg. Still quite a lot to go. I've got that little piece in there. It's a bit messy, but you're not going to be able to see it, so I'll probably just leave it like that. It is absolutely solid, not going anywhere. I'm just going to cut this little bit down, and then I'm going to have to repair up here, and then we'll put the actual dog leg over the top. So there's a bit of work involved. So it looks like I finally got that in. As you can see from that repair section, it has been hammered and hammered over and over again. I was hoping that the fit would be a bit better than the last one, but it's probably worse if anything. Spent quite a lot of time getting that straight, getting that to fit. It was a good few millimetres out again in most directions. And underneath, you can see my final welds there. So that's not perfectly smooth, but that doesn't bother me because you're not going to be able to see that. And then I've attached a new back section along there too. So it's just a case of putting this patch in. And I'm hoping that some of the other air spares bits I've got, like this one and a few others sitting around, are going to fit a whole lot better than these did. We'll see how we go. So I've finished most of the welding on this now. I've given it a really good clean up. So that's looking pretty straight. And it's actually come together quite well at the back there as well. And yeah, there's still some more tidying up to do. But it looks very straight, so look, I'm pretty happy with that result. Okay, so having finished some of those smaller sections now, we've got to do the right rear quarter. Now that's going to be an altogether more difficult proposition than some of the other ones we've done, because this section right here has to be cut away, and that has to go in there. Followed by this little piece here, which has got to go in there. And over the top of all that, this piece has got to go in. So this is going to be far more difficult than some of the other ones. So I've cut that inner section out now. I put a bunch of measurements on it there so I can try to match the new piece in to the same place as that one. Just noticed as well that this looks as if it's been hit at some stage in its life, so probably going to have to get the hammer under here and smash that back into place. Hopefully that should give us a good fit after that's done. So I'm just about ready to put this new piece in. Got that all cleaned up and ready to go. And then I've cut this into shape. Should just be a matter of putting it in like that. the inner section in now. As you can see, I've done a bunch of spot welds across the top there, which is probably all you need to do, but I wanted to make sure it sat pretty well, so did a bunch of welds along the side there as well. And yeah, all in all, it actually sits pretty well. I think the panel was quite straight and quite good. The car itself has taken a ding in the back there, so that was more of an issue than the panel itself. Anyway, that's sitting pretty well. So now I've got to get this piece in. So I've just clamped this replacement panel in. Now it needs to sit right on that line, so I need to take a bit more out of the body before I put it in. Looks like it's going to go in fairly well. We've got that little bit of space there so that it matches in with this. Needs a bit of a clean up before I put it on. It seems like it's going to fit reasonably well. The only sort of issue I've had really is this piece in here is a sort of a different shape to the original wheel arch. But if I just sort of set it in there, then I could probably draw a line just across here and take a bit more out of the body there, so that section will sit where I want it to. So just inside the wheel arch here, just putting that section in, which is quite difficult to get straight. You've got to spend a bit of time on it. I'm just welding that in now. I've still got a bit to go, but so far it's going okay. So you can see in there, that piece is in. Just put a bit of protecting metal covered primer over it, over the welds there so they don't rust. And then I've had a really good clean up of the inside of this patch that had been sitting around on the ground quite a while. And I've clamped it onto the car. I can clean the outside when it's on the car. So now the question is it straight? Take some measurements and see. Okay, so you can see down there, that new panel has gone in nicely. So I've welded all the way around there. And I've just gone through with the grinder and cleaned that up. So we've still got the original paint here, and primer there. So I'll have to sand all that off at some stage. Now, the way I measured this was from the light housing. I took a tape measure, measured it all the way across the fold line there, 10 centimetres, 20 centimetres and so on. And I basically just measured from this line to the bottom of the panel in each position. And I did the same over on the other side. They weren't exactly the same, but they were very, very close. So that's how I've made sure that they both sit in the right position anyway. So I'm pretty happy with the way that's come out. Just put some primer onto this panel now to protect it, and then I get into doing a repair along here. So I've gone over that in primer now, plus some metal cover around the welds there so that they don't rust. That's pretty much finished. I mean, obviously I've got to cut those edges away at some stage and give it a bit of a tidy up. Otherwise, that's pretty much it. Yeah, there's plenty more to do on this car, so we'll keep moving. But yeah, that is the end of part 3. So if you liked what you saw, give us a like and a subscribe. Or share if you want to. If not, that's fine. And we'll see you in part 4.